Wednesday, July 14th. I'm at the Beech Mountain parking lot. I took some back roads to get here, so I can't really give you good directions, but it's on the kind of the quiet side of the island, so pretty popular, easy to get to. I got the last good parking spot. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, so I'm getting a late start, but I don't know if I'll do the loop or just a longer trail, but I'm just gonna get out there and do it, and I'll post a video with a little map showing what I've done. So, all right, hitting it. So here's a simple map of my route, which is from the parking lot. I go to the south end of the parking lot, not the north end, and then I followed the valley trail all the way down here to the Southridge Trail, and I took that up to the tower, and then I cut back across the Beech Mountain loop. So I only did this part of the Beech Mountain loop. A lot of people would take this counterclockwise and go all the way around the loop, but I only saw this section. I haven't done the other section yet. So I did this long walk, but I think you'll see from the video that it was a good way to go. I'm glad I did it that way. So this is from the parking lot, the Valley Trail heading south. So that's the one I'm going to take. It's a little longer of a walk, but looking forward to it, walking in the woods. It's good to get out of the parking lot. It was crowded and there were people and dogs and things, so I'm happy to be in the woods. And it's a lot cooler on this side of the island, noticeably cooler, and it was foggy. So when we do get to the top of the mountain, I don't know what, if anything, we'll see. But this is exactly what I wanted, which is a nice wide path in a quiet, cool wood. Kind of fun to see all these rocks, these just kind of giant boulders. Glaciers tossed around a long time ago, and then you kind of get to walk through them, so it's very cool. Little cave here. I'm not going to crawl in there, but it goes back quite far. I don't have a flashlight. There are lots of little nooks and crannies up in the between these boulders. I would imagine it would be fun to explore into the woods here. It's fun to look up on this trail and see the trees on the steep side of the mountain. They're just very tall, almost like a wall of trees. Beautiful. It's fun to look at all that moss and all those trees on the mountainside. This goes up, 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 up. Looks like somebody took a bite out of that mushroom. Big one. Very easy path. I've been walking for 30 minutes. Very pleasant. I think it'd be great for dogs or kids. There's just a few routes, but every once in a while you'll come to a place and there'll be like stone steps, so it's super easy going. And I'm glad I came this way, because anytime you wanted to get in some steps and go for a walk without climbing a mountain, you could take this. But eventually we'll get to the mountain path. So here we are, a little over 30 minutes down the Valley Trail. You can go back the way you came, Beech Mountain parking area, up Beech Mountain, Southridge, which we're gonna do, or you can continue on the Valley Trail, but we're gonna go climb the mountain. It's really kind of quite, I don't know what the word is. It's almost cute how there's these little steps. I don't know. I feel like I'm in an anime. And then it's foggy out beyond the trees, so the birds are singing. It's just a gorgeous day to be out. The Southridge Trail becomes pretty steep quickly. It's still well marked and super easy going, but if you're not used to steps, little people, small dogs, I think would have a problem. So, but it's gorgeous up here. Approaching the summit, there's exposed granite up here, and we're entering the realm of fog. It's a foggy day. I'm sure this would be a beautiful expanse. Unfortunately, all you're going to see is white because we are up among the clouds. I've seen a lot of mushrooms today. I don't know if it's just this area or if it's the season. And then right next to it, there's some wild Maine blueberries. I think we gotta try one. Bit tart, but also sweet, delicious. Mushrooms. We're still going up, so I don't know. It's quite a long ways here. And it's getting foggier and foggier, so kind of curious to see what's what. It may actually be beginning to rain, so that's something that can happen. Not too excited about it because it's going to make everything very slippery going down, but that's what we get into, huh? Majestic view here from the top of Beech Mountain, facing, does it really matter? North, south, might be east, could be west. So here we are at the iconic Beech Mountain Fire Tower. Nothing to see, fogged in. We'd probably see Acadia and St. Sauveur if we were facing this way and the weather was clear, but no, nothing to see today, which is okay. It's beautiful up here, gorgeous, and it's cool. There's some folks headed down, so I'm just gonna wait because I'll go faster. I'm just gonna sit here and listen to the wind and the clouds, and it's beautiful. I think maybe this is a better day to be up here than if you could actually see. So just beneath the fire tower is the trail. We came up the Southridge Trail. You can go back to the parking area on the loop, which is short, or the longer way, or the road to Long Pond and the Westridge Trail, which we'll have to do someday. I'm gonna go down the short path to the Beech Mountain parking area. It's fun going down this Beech Mountain loop, but even though it's not treacherous or anything, lots of uneven ground. So I think this is much harder going up than the Southridge Trail, but just fine going down. So this is a sort of wet patch that looks like, oh, that's no big deal, but it can be dangerous because that's just exposed granite, and then your shoes get wet, and then later you're walking on regular granite and then you slip. So I'm not happy about this part, but you know, intrepid explorers we have to be. I've seen interesting birds on this hike, and I wish my purpose was birding because I could spend some time up here and see some things, but that's something to bookmark for another day, is just coming up here and finding some spots and just sitting and watching birds. Marvelous birds. So you can see this Beech Mountain loop is quite steep, and I'm really glad that I did the Southridge Trail today, because I don't know, I think I did my knees a favor. But I hear some cars, so I think we're approaching the parking lot, and the road here is the trail here is getting wider, and we're going back into the forest. So I think we're almost done. So here we are at where we would have started if we had taken the Beech Mountain loop. And I guess I came down, what would have been, if you went up, would be going clockwise. So if you went to the right, that would be counterclockwise. Just so if you're interested in knowing about that. And here we are back at the very crowded parking lot. So here we are, having completed Beech Mountain. Really like the Southridge Trail, highly recommend it. In fact, I would prefer it to the Beech Mountain loop, even though I only did half that loop. Only because that terrain is very similar to other mountains. You can get that experience somewhere else, and I think the Southridge Trail is more unique in that you're gonna see kind of those trees on the side of the mountain. You're going to see a lot more vegetation and wildlife that's different than other parts of the park. So that's how I would do it. And then I kind of want to come back and explore the Westridge Trail. So there's lots of different approaches to this hike, and lots to see here. So I'm really glad I did it. Next up, Norumbega Mountain. So I think we're going to try to do that next week. You think you missed me? Did you miss me while I was hiking? Not enough to not bite me? Mischievous creature. You gonna help me edit this video? I didn't think so.